Good morning. It is Saturday, July 11th. Got up, sort of getting ready for the day, and trying to figure out, things to do now. And the closet seems like a good thing to work on. I had Renford clothes all stacked up on top of the bin there. I've pulled them in the other room. I think I got a drawer and a dresser that's empty. I'm going to try and actually store them there. Also just trying to make sure I can access these bins. I want to sort through the bins and see what do I need to keep and what can I get rid of. Just continuing to try and clear what I can out of the closet. Now, doing this, working on this project is conflicting to me because I have other projects I need to work on. I have an attention deficit. I do. I live with it pretty well, but it definitely affects me in various ways. One of those is I can have a tendency to start projects and not finish them. Or, plenty often, just have difficulty, hurdles in order to finish them because my brain is working against me. Like I said, I work with it, and I definitely do better than I did when I was younger. But I'm like, okay, if I'm working on the closet, I'm not working on editing some of the gaming videos or filming more video game stuff, which I'm getting close to the point where if I don't do it soon, I'm going to start stressing out about needing to get it done. So it's all this decision of, so what do I work on now? What do I put off till later? I only got so much time in a day. It's a real hassle. I really wish I had unlimited time each day. It would really help me with, managing things better, but oh well. So, yeah, I guess, first up, let's just get Renfair stuff into a spare drawer. Yeah, because that drawer has been sitting empty since I moved in here. Now, I need to go through the other drawers. Because I've looked at them. This drawer has shirts. What are those shirts? Because I wear the shirts that are up there. So what are the shirts in the drawer? I've not looked in the drawer until, just this week for ages. Also, this drawer has, I got a ship in a bottle here. That was given to me by a childhood friend from elementary and middle school. But it's just sitting in the drawer. Along with a little cat. It's probably given to me by my mom because I always loved cats, and her and my brother are allergic, so I've never been able to have one. Thought about it a few times since moving out. They can mess with cords and cables and get into stuff, and so I'm not sure if I want to get one. But I'd kind of like to. Also, the place is small. I'd much rather have a larger place. If I was going to do that, I don't know. Maybe. At some point. But, yeah. So, I'm like, let's also pull things out of here that don't need to be in here, and maybe I'll clear up another drawer for some other stuff. I don't know. But yeah, just kind of work on tidying some stuff up for a bit. And so now I've pulled everything out of this side of the closet. Some things, like this bin, is largely papers. But there's space at the top of it. So I can rearrange some things and at least fill the bin up. I did have this printer sitting in here. And the printer is fine, but it's out of ink. It's ran out of ink a couple times before. And every time I have to order ink for it, it's a nightmare. Because I order the ink, and then they send me the wrong ink. Either the wrong size, or maybe I order the color inks, and they, instead of sending me the 3 different color inks, they send me 3 black ink cartridges. And then I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? I'm out of yellow. And the printer won't let me print without black and white without yellow anyways, so I'm like, I still need yellow, and you go back and forth, and they send you the wrong ones again. It's been a nightmare, and so when it ran out of ink last, instead of ordering the ink, I just put it in the closet. And it's been a while, and I've basically now decided I'm not going to order ink for it again. If I need a printer, I will just buy a new printer. So yeah, so I'm going to actually throw that out, I guess. The other bins, like this bin here, it's got, in addition to like binders, it has like toys and stuff in it. But at the very least, the binders can go in that other thing of binders and papers. And then I can put more junk on top of those. Maybe get rid of some, but who knows. I really want to go through this one, because I have things like a mouse. I don't need that. And that looks like a Netgear box that is probably something I no longer need. So I'll probably go through that and see what I can get rid of. I went through all of the shirts in here. 3 of them fit, and I'll put those in the laundry. The rest of them don't, and so they've gone into the stack of stuff to go to Mom's. Just, I mean, I'm making progress. I've gotten a big stack of stuff there to get rid of. I figured out, already identified some things that I can reorganize to help better use space. So I don't have bins that have large sections empty. Finished getting the suitcase full of things. Some of it's bags, some of it is clothes that I'm just not going to get rid of because I have trouble getting rid of things. But I got rid of quite a bit of things, and that's kind of, a lot of times I take that as good enough. Okay, so I couldn't get rid of my, whatever, cap and gown from graduation. But what if I need that as a prop for something in some video in the future? I don't know. But I did get rid of a whole stack of clothes that just don't fit me. So I'm going to call it a win. Yeah. So working on that, moving things back and forth, trying to clear up space. Really trying to clear up space in the closet so that the other bins that I've had out here can go into the closet, or perhaps be consolidated down into the bins that are already in the closet. However it ends up working out. Just gonna keep working on that. So I'm starting to lose steam on working on this. But I did reorganize some things. I got the binders up to the top of that bin, so that bin is full. And between stuff I got rid of and put in a better place, I emptied those 2 bins out enough that I was able to take this bin and put all the stuff in them. And I think that'll be good enough for me to fit those all back in the closet in a much more organized way, including putting this bin on top of the second one. But we'll have to do that here shortly, because Nick just showed up, and we're gonna go out to eat to HuHot. What's the sign say?
11 to 8.
Oh. Just temporary hours. Alright, so we do it through checklist. Interesting. So it's working with filling out the form, which is definitely unusual, but food looks lovely as ever. There's Nick's. So that's portion control, I guess, but how much of what things you get.
No yellow 0.
And I got second plate, half order, which still seems like a very...
No, it was up to here in the first order and up to here. That is definitely half of what they gave you before.
Okay, if you say so. I'll trust you. So that was fun. They had turned it into non-buffet, which left you with less control over proportions. Compared to what I would do, there were a lot less noodles to other things ratio. Which, I mean, has to be more expensive for them, because noodles have to be one of the cheapest things that is on that. But, I mean, whatever. Interesting. Again, just continuing to go around trying the different places we would normally eat as they open up. to enjoy those things and also support those businesses as they reopen. And like when we got here, they were what, 2 other tables of people, although more people showed up as we were in there. But my first thought was, oh, they ain't doing too good if they're this empty. Signs on the door saying, you know, put in your name and you'll have to wait out in your car kind of thing. And it's like, oh, no, there's no waiting. But it's fun. It's food. So it was fun getting to hang out with Nick, getting something to eat, checking out how HuHot is doing business. I'm gonna get the bins, I guess, put in the closet. Some of them still have a little more room at the top. But still, like I said, I've cut out 2 full bins worth of stuff at this point. So, you know, progress. And then I don't know if I'll then be able to move on and do more organizing in a different part of the closet or what, but let's start with this. So I've been playing around with things in the closet. And if I have these against that wall like I have, then this bin won't quite fit between them. It's like that much off. So I was, okay, well, fine. Now, if I tilt it that way and move these both out front, that still leaves space in here where I don't have to find a new space for all the tubes, because I was going to end up needing to find a new space for all the tubes. Also, the laundry bins are now easier to access because there isn't one of them behind the bins, because that has been an issue. It's been an issue I've been dealing with, so I wasn't too concerned, but it has been an issue. Also, that back bin right there, I was going to set this bin on top of it. But if I have that much spare space above it, because I don't have the actual bar, because it's pushed over, I can put the stuff in this bin, which matches it, it's just a different color, and it gives a little more space, and it doesn't matter that this bar will technically be in the way, because this bar is in between the 2 bins now. Solves several problems. Yeah, let's do that. And great progress. So I got this all organized. There's a little room in some of the bins to grow. These down here, the actual cabinets are empty, both of them. So there's a little extra space just with all the stuff I've gotten rid of, really. But I got whatever stuff all stacked neatly on here. A little bit more close to the wall. Currently I have this stuff right here. This is just cardboard that I've kept in case I want to do a craft project with cardboard. But I think I'm just going to get rid of, because cardboard's not super expensive, and I've had it for a long time and not ended up needing it. I do also have this art bag that's just kind of been leaning up against here for ages. And I may put it back there for now. But looking around, I think what I want to do is put a couple of hooks on this wall, and it will fit right here, and the door can still open. So that's my goal as far as where that's going to go. Otherwise, that box and stack of stuff goes to Mom, as well as those 2 empty bins that I have emptied out doing all of this. For her to either get rid of, take to a resale shop, keep if she wants, whatever. Progress. I do still have some stuff on here to kind of sort through. Not that I feel like, oh, super rushed to do so. But I have really more of a rush just to get the stuff that goes away to Mom's away sooner rather than later, because that will help the room feel a little clearer. Right now, it doesn't feel like I cleared all that much, because the bins are still in here. But I've got them ready to go away, is the key point here. They're ready to leave. So that is progress. Yay. Just working on organizing my home bit by bit. I still got plenty more I can organize in the closet, in the kitchen, behind me there, like I said. I've done some organization on some of these drawers. Looking through things, there's clothes in that lower cabinet there that I didn't know about either. There's another thing I can try and organize at some point. One of the things that I did notice with my furniture move that I didn't notice right away because, well, I currently have 2 painting tables because of the project. But long term, I should only have the minis painting table, and the one for the canvas should go away. But because I now have the entertainment center over there, instead of this hutch, all of my dresser drawers are accessible. None of them are behind that table. And I'm like, that is awesome. That will help in a long-term goal. So I can access all my drawers. Which, like I said, clearly some of them I wasn't using because I just recently discovered some of them were empty or had weird stuff in them or whatever. And I thought I was done in the closet for the evening, but no. I came up with some more stuff to do on the further end. I got the box of computer boxes put in there. Art supplies moved from the top down here because they're heavy boxes and they're difficult to access, so lower should be easier to access. I was like, that'd be nice. And in doing that, I actually made more room for shirts to grow. I moved the little binders of DVDs and Blu-rays up top because, theoretically, those should be getting phased out at some point. And just move some of the other stuff around. At least for the time being, I just like the clean. It feels a lot cleaner walking into the closet, less cluttered. Perhaps it'll stay that way as I once again have my laundry baskets easy to access. Because I remember when I first got them, I used them and it was great. And then they became difficult to access and I stopped using them so much. And laundry would generally just be piled on the floor in the closet, despite the fact that I have baskets to easily sort it. And also of the right size that around the time the lid stops closing is the time I need to do that laundry. So got a lot taken care of in there. There's still things like in some of the boxes I would still like to go through and catalog what is in them, but that's not necessarily an immediate need. In here, I took the box of stuff that goes to Mom's and I put it in the bins that go to Mom's. I've also taken a couple trips of stuff out to the garbage. So I don't know if I'll get this over to Mom's tomorrow or later, but making progress. And I mean, like, I still have, like, things to do around these cabinets, but IKEA's still out of the extra shelves. So what do I do? Oh, well. Anyways, I feel like I've gotten a lot accomplished with, I guess, like, the closet organization side of things today. So, go Adam, yay. But it's late, I'm tired, so thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues.